Alright guys, today I've got Connor back on the YouTube channel. We just did a 7-day challenge for anyone that watched that, where he went from 0 to starting his own AI agency and closing 4 clients within just his first 7 days of starting. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a full live sales call review of one of the sales calls he had with a real estate agent that he was not able to close. I think there was like a lot of objections and things you had to try and overcome, and there was a lot of things he could have done better inside the sales call. So for anyone starting today, I think this will be super insightful if you're starting your own AI agency to actually make sure you do your sales calls correctly. So with that being said, I'm going to quickly open up my screen here. We'll start reviewing the call, and yeah, let's jump into it. All right, guys, I've got the call ready to go. We're going to review it right now, so let's jump into it.
Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
Sherry, is it?
Cheryl.
Cheryl, okay. Well, how are we doing today, Cheryl?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing amazing. So let me just get this open here. So where are you from, Cheryl?
California? Where are you from?
Oh, California. I'm from Washington State, Seattle area.
Nice.
I'm actually coming down to California in 2 days.
Oh, are you? Nice. You have a little vacation?
No, my girlfriend lives in Orange County.
Oh, okay.
I'm going down to visit her for a bit.
Nice.
A little weather change up.
Yeah.
I mean, usually the weather in Washington is pretty good in the summer, but it's been kind of not so good this summer.
Oh,
So
really?
that's
That warm?
no, it's honestly last week it rained for 3 or 4 days in a row.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get some sun hopefully.
There you go.
Go to the beach. Yeah, so you're a real estate agent?
I am. Although I just got a job, so I don't know how much I'm going to be doing.
Oh, all right then.
When I heard that, I was
So you work for a brokerage, or you work privately, or?
I'm with a brokerage. It's a
Mhm.
small brokerage, 100%, no split.
Okay, let me just write that down.
All right.
All right, so sure.
All right, first thing is like you're writing stuff down, which is good. Like I think you're showing intent, you're showing you care about the call. The first like minute, and if I recall correctly, you were sick here.
I look like terrible.
Yeah. You were sick here, but like automatically off the gate, energy like just looks low. Like, but I'm not too surprised because you were sick. But like the biggest thing on sales calls is like it's all first impression. Like I'm pretty sure people actually know like if someone's gonna buy from you literally within the first like minute or two. Like people almost make like a pre-decision just based off like your demeanor, your tone, everything like that. So obviously you're sick, so it's not like an accurate example, but like I'd say definitely like have better energy, like show up
Yeah,
more.
I mean, think about it now. I think if I had more energy, I probably could have closed her, honestly.
Yeah.
This call was right after I woke up off the couch from the nap I was
Oh
taking.
yeah, I remember that. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, all right, we'll jump into the rest.
Give me a little overview on kind of what you're looking for here.
I'm looking for miracles, instant results.
Well, I can definitely try.
It's been really slow. I've been
Mhm.
kind of in a slump. That's why I ended up getting a job. I need to make some money. I haven't made any money this year yet. It's just,
concern.
I mean,
Yeah.
you hear it every day from agents, I'm
Oh,
sure.
I should've
No,
used
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I did.
Every
And when
day.
you're not making money, you don't have a lot of money to put out. I'm willing to share some commission with, companies, but I just, put out a lot of money already at the beginning of the year.
So, I'm kind of just going over with your main pain point is
Okay,
kind of.
so one thing I think like just in this call you didn't do was you didn't like set the frame. Like the way calls should go immediately off the gate is you should kind of present it as in like, all right, Cheryl, super glad you could jump on today. Here's kind of how these calls usually go. I like to spend the first half of this call, 50, 60% of it, really just going through questions for you. I want to learn about your business, what's going well, what's not going so well, and ultimately see if we can help with things, because if we can, then great. If not, I'll try to point you the right direction. And obviously, we'll just save the time. And then if it does make sense and I think I can help you, I'll pull up my screen, we'll go through what we do, and we'll go from there. Like you see how like that framing, like
No, yeah, I see. It would make it better because I'm kind of just going. I'm just
Yeah,
I'm just
exactly.
speaking. I'm not going. I'm just not giving her like she's probably getting surprised by what the things I'm saying are. She wants to know kind of
Yeah, she's
how it's gonna go.
like, and based off what she's already saying here, she's wanting to know, like she's pretty much just, she literally said she wants to make miracles, which
Yeah.
automatically is kind of like a bad sign immediately off calls, like for people to be saying something like that.
Yeah, I
But
was kind of like, oh well.
yeah, it is what it is. So we'll jump into the rest, but definitely like frame up the calls better at the start, I guess, is
Yeah.
a piece of advice.
You're in a little slump. It's a little slow.
And I moved to a different
Oh, okay.
county too. So, yeah,
Okay.
it's,
You
it's
don't
like getting
break
established
things.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta.
I was actually writing.
So how long have you been in real estate for, Cheryl?
Long time. I've had my license for
Okay.
28 years.
Ooh, 28 years. It's a pretty long time there, huh?
Yeah, a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah, 28 years has got to be a lot of up and downs, I guess.
Yeah.
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 So what's kind of been your best year, would you say, like if you could remember which date
Probably a few years ago.
years ago? Okay. So what is that kind of your ideal, that year that you had that best year, is that your ideal year? Like,
Of course, like everybody, I want to make as much as I can. But it's just, the online space has been a bit of a challenge for me. And that's pretty much where people are getting their clients, unless they're getting referrals from past clients,
Yeah.
And it's just, there's so many different things out there. And it's like, it's sort of overwhelming.
I mean, perfect. We have a lot of clients just like you who are kind of trying to get more into the online space. That's generally where most of our client base comes from. They're trying to, run ads online and things like that.
Well, when you
Because,
don't have listings, though, what do you even talk about? You know what I mean? It's like
This, I was like, ooh.
interest rates are high, which is kind of, a deterrent.
yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, sometimes I go out and snap pictures and put up stuff, it's a good day to be looking at houses. I mean, but I'm not really showing clients houses. I'm just out there.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know.
Okay, the immediate pain points is number one, she got a job. That's like, after 28 years of being a realtor, she got a job. Like, that's the worst possible thing you can possibly hear from somebody, and obviously she's not proud about it. The next thing is she moved. I don't know if, I don't know if you asked in this call, but that could be, career related or not. I don't know. But even with real estate, if you move, you lose essentially all the points of contacts and like the sphere of influence you had in the prior location, because as a realtor, you kind of build up this like local trust. And if she moves, she now loses that. And then the last thing is, she just sounds like she doesn't understand how to use anything on social media. She is saying herself that everyone succeeding right now is using social media, and she has no clue how, which is obviously what we offer as an AI agency, is what you were you pitch her. So these are like a ton of pain points you could go deep on. I don't know how deep you went on these here, but like
I'm even thinking now. I don't think I went that deep on them, but all these pain points, I should have kind of pushed them more on her. But when I was in this call, I kind of felt bad. I guess you tell me, but I kind of felt bad. I was like, oh, that's so embarrassing. She's making like no money. She's like had to get a second job.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I didn't bring them up, because I kind of felt embarrassed bringing it up, but it's just the truth. I probably should have.
Yeah, you have to
attack it in her mind and make her be like, dang, I need to sign with this guy. He's going to fix these things, but I don't think I did that, if I'm being honest, on this call.
Yeah, it's all good. So we'll see how it goes.
We gotta get out there, Gotta hustle.
I know. I'm so tired of it.
No, I feel you. I'm pretty young in this kind of space, but I get tired sometimes too.
How long? I know, I'm sure. How long have you been with this company?
About a year.
Okay. Are they pretty new? Because I never heard of them before.
Oh, I started it, so.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I started with a friend of mine.
Okay.
We're pretty new, but we've been doing pretty good, so I just kept going. Originally I started because I had 3 people in my family who do real estate. I have 2 cousins who are real estate agents, and around 2.5, 3%.
What are people getting for listings?
What is your commission? Like if you sell a house for
Usually 2.5. Usually it's
2.5. Okay, yeah.
If you're lucky, you get 3, but most people aren't listing that high anymore.
Yeah, I heard it's kind of been changing over time. In the past, a lot of realtors I've talked to would say 3, but recently it's 2.5.
Yeah, that's pretty much the going rate now.
I have no idea. I just made that up on the spot.
Yeah.
So I'm just writing this down.
Okay. What's your background? Is your background in computers?
I've always kind of been a computer nerd, I guess you could say. And when AI came out, I couldn't stop playing with it. And I
know it's interesting, huh?
It is. At first, no one really knew what was going on, and then I really just got on it and kind of real estate. I do chiropractic. I work with law firms, and that's right now.
Okay.
So chiropractic is the biggest area that we work with right now.
It's tough for those guys to get new clients too.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to share my screen here.
Okay, yeah, tell me a little bit about what you guys do.
Yeah, so first thing is obviously you didn't go too deep on pain points. It's there's all these things like the quitting. She's getting a job. She had to move. She's doesn't understand social media. You'd be like, okay, so how has that been affecting your business with the competition using social media and you're not? What have you seen happening here? Or her saying getting a job, oh, why did you need to get a job? Oh, well, real estate wasn't paying enough. Well, okay, after 28 years, is this something you're okay with? Or what's your goal? You could have gone so deep on that. That was the clearest pain points for sure. But we'll see how you do with the presentation itself. First thing I'd say is discovery was way too short, which is what I knew throughout the entire kind of 7 days we were going, which is you got to spend more time on these discoveries, because the ideal scenario is discovery is 50 to 60% of the call. Your pitch is maybe 20, 30%, and then the rest is just objection handling and taking payment. Yeah. So right now this is, I'm going to assume here just by looking at the timeline, this is a 20% discovery, 70% pitch of your presentation, and then 10% obviously objection. So
show you a little breakdown here.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was pretty sloppy with the presentation as well. I can't lie.
So for real
Let's see
estate, we do this thing called we have a 3-pillar system for our real estate clients.
Okay.
So over here on the first pillar, I'll just show you some examples here of
Wow, I have
ads
objection
we've
hand
made in
over
the
here.
past.
I didn't know.
Okay.
So we do home seller ads and home buyer ads, and we can do other kinds of ads as well. Just try to
Okay.
promote kind of your person
She didn't have
at the
either
same
of
time.
these.
So here's kind of an example
She
that we
didn't have
did
them?
for
Or she have,
one of our
like,
clients in
homes to sell
Seattle,
or
and they
buy.
allowed us
She has
to
no
use this
listings.
image here. So for home seller ads, we've seen a lot of success
Yeah,
with
you're-
this kind of
you're-
styling, with this. And what we always try and do, if it's okay with our client, is to on the ad put a home evaluation request, so that
You're
like when
offering
we
them
do
some.
that,
Yeah.
yeah, it just helps us bring in higher quality leads
Sure.
when we put that request my home value, because someone's trying to sell their home, they want to know how much they're going to get for it, obviously. I mean,
Right.
I know it sounds obvious, but there's a lot of people who don't put this kind of thing on their ad, and it's just kind of like, okay, well, you're not going to get very serious clients if you're not specifically saying like what it is, you know?
Right. Because they're not engaging. Right.
And so for our home buyer ads, we do something like this here. This is where you are, but maybe that's
I'm in
closer.
Northern California.
Northern? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, my brother goes to school, Northern California, but that's off topic. Anyways, so for our home buyer ads, we would put get your free home list. So then when they click on the ad, send them a list of homes in the area kind of thing, for home buyers.
Okay.
That's just very simply what's worked best, what we've seen the best results with. So yeah, I'll get over here to pillar 1. I'll show you my little presentation here.
Okay.
So 1, we provide, well, you provide us with your active listings if you have any. If not, there's workarounds we can do. We plug them into our AI ad tool. So we built this AI ad tool where we take the listings and things, and it'll pump out ads and make ads like the ones you've seen on the left.
Okay.
And then after we get, say, 5 to 10 different ads, we send them to you, ask for your approval. Basically, do you like the way these ads look? Is this kind of a reflection of who you are as a realtor? Do you think people, when they see this ad, will like it? Like, obviously, you have to like design. You're not just gonna make an ad
Sure.
like maybe like purple colors, and then you're like, oh, I want green colors or whatever it is, you know?
Yeah.
So send it to you for your approval. And then once you approve our 5 to 10 ads or however many you want, if you just want to, that's fine too. But I recommend anywhere from 5 to 10
Okay.
different variations, because it just helps with the marketing campaign later on. So what we would do next in pillar 2 here is we would launch the ads on Meta. So Facebook and
Okay,
Instagram.
one thing I also like to do, like as I go through these different pillars, and one thing we do on our sales calls in our agency is like at the end of the pillar, we'll be like, okay, so does this make sense? Do you have any questions?
I should have done that. I think I did actually after the second pillar. I realized, I should have asked her about
Yeah.
it, and then she had questions about these, and then we moved on to the third after. But
It's mainly just because like if you go through the entire thing,
they're gonna forget.
they're going to forget, or they're not going to understand, and then their question that they had 5 minutes ago are now gone, or 2 minutes ago, whatever. So it's like, and then they go to the buying process when you pitch them price, and they're confused, and like
Yeah.
a confused buyer does not buy.
I mean, I feel like also if I had done that, it would create more security in her mind. Like we go to first pillar, all her questions have been answered. She's been kind of taken care of.
Yeah, exactly.
There, and she's like, okay,
One by
I
one.
understand. Next. But yeah, I think I do it on the second pillar. But
This is what we've seen most success with. There's Google ads as well, but Facebook and Meta are the highest converting.
Okay.
So we just stick with that. And Google ads are overpriced, and for what you're paying for Google ads, it's not going to return very well, you know. So
I have no
we
idea.
spend the first 3 weeks launching these
Kind of,
ads,
yeah.
and over those first 3 weeks, it's kind of a trial period. You call it a 3-week trial period with new clients. So these ads are out, they're live, you know. They're being pumped out to whoever. It's being
Okay.
suggested. I mean, it gets suggested to, you know, has their suggestion kind of algorithm. So it'll be pumping them out to people looking to buy and sell.
Okay.
But we've seen most success for sellers on Facebook. It's a bit of an older demographic on there. So some of them are maybe want to retire, they're selling an extra home they have or
Right.
whatever, you know. And then on Instagram, we see the younger demographic, early 30s, late 20s, who are looking to buy like maybe their first home. So that's kind of, we try to run different ads on Instagram and Facebook. So Facebook, we try and do mostly home seller, and then Instagram, mostly home buyer, because it
Okay.
just works the best that way.
Okay.
So for the first 3 weeks, it's kind of our campaign testing stage. We don't necessarily guarantee a bunch of leads coming in the first 3 weeks. In that last week, you'll probably get much more than the first 2 weeks, because what we do is, for example, if I'm running 10 ads for you, right? 4 of those ads perform poorly, 6 of them perform good, you know? We look at those 6 ads and we go, what did so good on these ads? Which one of these 6 had the most people click on it or sign up for a meeting with you, right?
Mhm.
And we look at those, and we look at that one that's the best out of the 6, and we take that one and turn it into another set of 10, right? And then out of that set of 10, say 5 perform better than the other 5. We look at those 5 and see which one did those. And we
Okay.
just kind of keep the process over time till we find something that works for you, something that brings in the kind of leads that you're looking for, right? So after that, is all set up and running. The way we make this much more efficient is we build out an AI appointment setter for you. So when they click on the ad and they put in their information, email, phone number, whatever, we built an outbound caller, and we can make it custom to you. The outbound caller, I have an audio snippet here I can play for you as well if you'd like.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But the outbound caller, what it basically does is there's a statistic that 5 minutes after someone signs up for a meeting like this, there's a 500% chance, 500% increase that if you call them within the first 5 minutes, they're gonna follow through. After 5 minutes, it drops off. I don't know why. That's just how it works. So our outbound caller, what it does, it sounds just like a human. It will call them after 5 minutes, 4 minutes, or 5 minutes. You can kind of choose. Call them to qualify them. It'll ask them a series of questions like, how soon do you want to buy? And then they could be like, oh, I'm looking to buy in the next week, like really soon. And then it's like, okay, yeah, we want to get on this quick, right?
Yeah.
Or it could be someone like, oh, I'm looking to buy in the next 12 months, kind of like, oh, maybe this lead isn't really what we're looking for here, right? But it'll qualify the lead. And then once the lead is qualified enough to your likings, if you want to cap it at like they're looking to buy or sell within the next 6 months, we can only accept people below the 6 month range, and the caller will qualify them, say they want to sell in 3 months, and it'll appointment straight into your calendar. We connect this to whatever calendar you use. It'll book it straight into your calendar for a consultation meeting with you.
Okay.
So I'll just to give you a better understanding here, I'll play you actually a snippet of the one that we've used before. This is just one that we built kind of in the early stages, but it still works very good. Like it just like asks, and then someone responds. I mean, it does, but it can have a lot of success with various numbers, But 50 to 150 range for me, I've seen is kind of the best bang for your buck area. You're not paying crazy amounts if you go on the lower end of that, but you're not paying like super little to the point where it's gonna like no leads are gonna be coming in. But anything with 20, I'd say will still get you leads. But I would recommend not going below $20.
So can you tell me what kind of an ad you would put out for someone that doesn't have listings, that's looking to get listings? Do you have something like that?
I was really shitting my pants when she said this to me. I go, because we hadn't like talked about it before. I was like, no listings. I think I just came up with something on the fly and was
okay, this is probably good for people to watch too, because like when you're in your first few sales calls, you sometimes just have no clue what to say, and this is like common. This is what happens when you start any new business, any new industry. You have to kind of pick up the lingo. If she has no listings, well, then the best ads to run are the ads to get her listings, which is more home sellers. So you run ads that say, get your free home evaluation, and then you have all these people that opt in that are wanting to sell their home, right? Because if she doesn't have listings, we have to get her listings. So like that would be the answer to that, and we'll see how you went about it.
I think I had a like stutter attack, dude.
We would remake these ads. So do you want some ads to try and get some listings?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah. I don't have an example pulled up right now, but I can send you one after this as well as an example of ones we've done.
Okay, so that ad right there gets you listings. Home seller.
I know. I realize that now.
But like you were like 50% there. You were close.
For people trying to get listings.
Yeah. Okay.
But we've seen a lot of success with those ones as well. I wish I put it on here, but I had my assistant make this for me. Should have told them. But yeah, we've done a lot of ads for realtors trying to get more listings as well, and they've worked wonderfully. So yeah, we do that as well.
Okay.
And then so those listings that you get through those ads, then it automatically go through a separate funnel. So see, in pillar one, provide us with your active listings. If you're getting active listings from other ad, then it automatically go into what we call a funnel, and then it would create these kinds of ads out of those listings. So it takes one.
When did you pitch price?
I don't remember.
Sign a longer contract. That's what we would do after those 3 weeks. All up and running. And then for 3 weeks, we run it all, right? But then you absorb some more. But so what we do initially at first is we do a 3-week trial system.
Okay.
So for the first 3 weeks, we just work on setting this all up, get it up and running, and then we start the 3 weeks. I misspoke there for a second, but we get this all up and running, and then for 3 weeks, we run it all, right? So we don't want to put you in a super long contract. A lot of these marketing companies put you in like a really long contract for 3 months or 4 months, 6 months, So we do a 3-week kind of trial to see if you guys like us, we like you, like if we're compatible as business partners in a sense.
Yeah.
So after 3 weeks, we would have another call, and then you tell us what's working, and we would kind of recap and be like, okay, yeah, this is working here. I like this. I don't like this so much. And I mean, you can always contact me as well. But after 3 weeks is kind of when we decide to sign a longer contract. That's what we would do after those 3 weeks. Yeah.
Good.
Do you have any questions about pricing maybe?
Yeah. What does that all look like?
So pricing for
So one thing you always should do before actually saying the price is being like, okay, yeah, so like price aside, does this make sense for you? Do you feel like this is really going to help you?
That's good.
Yeah, because then the kind of the question flow you should go down here is like, this is something that we do for my sales guys in my agency, but it goes from pretty much, okay, do you think this can help you price aside? And they go, yeah, of course I think this is going to help me. Like, this is super cool, whatever, this is going to help my business. And then you follow up with one question, you just ask why. Because what that's going to do is now they're going to repeat every single reason back to you on, well, this is so good for this reason, and this is why this is good. And essentially they're just going to hypnotize their own brain to an extent on why you're the right fit. So the second you get to pricing, being like, oh, well, I thought you just said like this is completely, you know, makes sense for you. And like, you know, if we just break down the math, this price to this outcome, if this is the goal, like where's the gap here? And like you can kind of like objection handle it.
Yeah, that's
yeah, so you just want to like confirm to make sure.
Like put it in their
pretty
own
much.
brain.
Yeah.
You have kind of an upfront cost. We call it our commitment fee, and I'll explain that in a second. So upfront, we charge $497, and we do pay per close after that. You'll never have to pay another upfront fee after that. We'll do pay per close. So each time you sell a home through one of the leads that we've generated for you, it's $1,000 out of whatever you made from selling that house, $1,000 of your chunk, right? But for the first lead that comes to you and you're able to sell the home, we only charge you $500 because that commitment fee is what that's for. So you're getting the commitment fee back after your first sale because we just have to do a commitment fee because in the past when I first started this, I didn't have any kind of upfront fee. And then I do all this work, and then my developers would do all this work. And then after the first couple leads come in, they would just disappear. They wouldn't pay me, and I would be like, okay, well, I have to know
like,
someone's...
After you say price, leave it. You don't got to justify it and do this. Like, just leave it. Let her, like, you just almost want to sit back in silence and hear the person talk. Doesn't matter if it's $500 you're selling right here or if it's $5,000. Like, let the person, like, kind of, like, soak it in, I guess.
Committed or not. That's why I do the commitment fee, or else for business-wise, people would just take advantage of me. But I try and keep it as low as possible. So that's why I do that $497. Because most of these companies charge a couple thousand up front. I did $497 because we're pay per close. So then they're technically getting the money back after the first sale. So that's kind of how I run things. Then after that, it's all just going to be pay per close.
Okay. And so how much would you say, or do you even know? I guess you don't know till you try it out. I would need to spend per month on, you know, generating some business.
Well, it really depends on what you're willing to put up in a sense. You know, with the Facebook and Meta ads, I have some people who spend over $250 a day on ads, and those ads obviously are going to reach a lot more people because they're spending more money. But I'd say if you were spending $20 a day,
Pull up my calculator here on my phone.
I'd be like for 30 days, $600 in a month for $20 a day pumping out ads. Yep. Is what that would come out to be, but we don't get any of that money. So I don't know. Some people are always asking me like, "Oh, so you're getting this money?" I'm like, "No, sadly, it goes straight to Facebook and Meta, which is the way everyone kind of has to do it." You know.
What do they charge per ad?
Per ad? Oh, nothing. It's just to pump them out. Like I can make the ads, and then I can run them for $1 a day. But the reach it's gonna get on people,
I see,
will be very minimal. Like with the eyeballs that would get on it for $20 a day, daily would be. You can't really tell how many eyeballs, but I've had some ads that I've had clients spending $20 a day where 100 people see, and then there's other days where it's 1,000 people see. It's just sometimes there's a little bit of a luck aspect to it, but we've kind of dialed it in pretty well with our ads where even if we're spending, and they'll be able to tell, you know, which one's good. But as our ads improve over time, just naturally.
It's like when you go on like a date with someone or something like that, it's said that the person who talks the most on the date says the date was better. Like whoever talks
exactly.
More,
Exactly. Because she's kind of just sitting back listening. So like if we skip, like, you're kind of just still talking.
Our AI system that we have, we geofence it off. Like if you're in North Street, so kind of if it's condensed down, we'll do it off. Or whatever.
No, but this is good for like to understand though, because like this is super
good practice.
Yeah, this is super common. Like I think I did this too.
I mean, I was talking because I thought in my mind I was thinking this will make it better if I tell her more information. She's going to be more inclined. No, you just got to hit her with.
Do ads for relocation as well. We can make ads. Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of information. Yeah, I'd like to see what kind of an ad you come up with. You know, potentially for someone that's not really listing anything at the moment.
Okay, obviously this is like an information gap. Like it's right in front of you, but you just didn't know. So it's like that's just what it is.
No, yeah, we can definitely do that. Well, we have done that.
I think if I had that and I knew that, I think I would have sold her. Honestly,
potentially,
like it was kind of rough going, but she kind of seemed to like me as a person. I think I could have sold her.
Yeah,
if I knew that.
I think she was I'd say like 50-50 actually semi-bought in.
I wish I had it pulled up right now. I got a lot of different tabs open. I don't want to accidentally click on something.
It's okay. No, I know you have other people you're probably calling back today too.
Yeah, I mean, from today, I've been sat here since 9, and I don't get up until 9. I'm working 9
This
to
is
9.
live.
minutes
This is
between
true.
meetings.
This is true.
Wow.
Where does
Yeah,
she like say?
completely understandable.
It's right here.
So have you worked with other marketing agencies or anything like that in the past?
Yeah, I did something at the few months ago. I'm kind of sorry I did now. I did a website that they're charging me like $200 a month for, $190 a month for. They're not even really doing anything.
Wait, Gerald, I mean, this is slightly off topic, but for my clients, I always, after a couple of weeks of working with them, I offer a website. I make websites. I don't
Yeah,
charge
okay.
monthly.
This is kind of a lesson for everyone that's like, because I know it's a trend, and yes, it is semi-valuable, but like selling websites, this is a great case study right here of what people really think about selling websites. Like at the end of the day, if you're selling websites to say that you're going to make all this new money, etc., just because of Google SEO or whatever, in most cases, that's completely false. Like most people don't rank, and like I just want to say that because like I think a lot of people think AI, like building websites for people is completely separate.
I was just here.
But you were offering, yeah.
I was trying
see
to
what
add
you're
more
saying.
value.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can get out of this. I signed a
That's what I said,
contract
I think.
for a year.
Well,
I don't know. I just I can't
That's-
psycho.
that's-
Let me think about it.
All right, here we go.
so would you want to have a follow-up meeting then, or?
Let me think about it. Let me look at whatever you send me because I don't have listings right now. I don't know. I just I can't throw any more money out in the wind, you know? Like I said, I don't have a problem paying part of my commission back to someone. That's definitely helping me. I have no problem with that. It's just all this upfront stuff. It's like
Oh yeah, that's why with our first deal we get our clients.
Okay, so that's pretty much the end of the call. But obviously the reason she said that was partly an information thing. Like you just didn't understand like how to respond to say like, look, there's a listing ad right here. But the other thing is like this call didn't close due to like two key things in my opinion. It was the discovery and then you just talking too much. Like after price was dropped, like when you drop price, is a good lesson for everyone. Leave them be. Okay, like let them just like I said earlier, soak it in, let them really give you a reply and a thought out answer. And you're just essentially there from price on. You're there to help and assist them make the right decision. You're not going to be there to over explain your case on why they should pay you or whatever. Like, because people will get like a sense, it's called like commission breath, where like you can kind of under your breath, you can kind of hear you're trying to like super sharky get the sale.
Yeah.
So like that's the only other thing I'd say. But like other than that, granted, you being sick and this is like your fourth or fifth day ever taking sales calls, like, well, actually, no, in the agency, it was like your second or third day taking sales calls, technically, like, ever. Yeah. So, like, this was pretty good. I'd rate this call, like, 6 out of 10. It'd get an 8 if you just did those couple things I said, and then the other 2 points, I'd say, just comes from, like, experience. So,
Yeah, like even after the 7-day challenge in the past couple like weeks that I've still been taking sales calls obviously with like new clients. I've been had a lot more success than I did during the challenge. Even now with like the minimal experience I have, added on top of the experience from this video, I'm like recognizing so many things I like did wrong here that I could have done better.
yeah. And, like, I hope as people watch this video, you guys can pick up on these same mistakes and, like, take this into your own calls, because I think it's like I can sit on here, I could like show my own team agency calls, which I do occasionally, but like sometimes it's just unrelatable because I've been in the space for a long time. We have a ton of case studies, proof of our service, and then also like I have really good salespeople. When you're starting out with, this is like the real reality, so hopefully people can like learn a thing or two from this. But other than that, like I would say you've definitely gotten way better, you know.
Yeah.
But there's some things for sure that could get improved here, but other than that, I think that's probably like all the big feedback I have for the call. I don't know if you have any like last key points you wanted to mention. You know?
No, honestly, I think we hit on all of it. Like, I honestly think now with my knowledge, I think if I had a better discovery, didn't talk as much, kind of more just to the point, and knew about the listings ad, which is basically the buyer ad.
Yeah,
I think I would have closed her if I'm being honest. But
I think so too.
who knows?
Who knows? But guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this call review in this video. If you guys want Connor back on the channel, let me know. Comment below or like, do whatever, you know, I guess say that you want him back on, because I can definitely bring him back on and do some more videos. But other than that, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely click the top link in the description below if you guys want to join my free GoHighLevel affiliate group that I give out to all my affiliates. Connor was actually on the group call that I hosted. I host calls in there every single week for anyone who wants to bring questions around their agency or whatever. And I brought Connor on last week, so he joins in some of the calls too, just so you guys can of course chat with me and also chat with him as well. So that being said, guys, it'll be in the top link in the description below, and I'll see you guys inside the next video. Peace.